So I got an e-bike. Let me tell you why.
The past 2 years, I've come to love riding bikes. It's something I do every week, multiple times a week, since I started riding as an adult. I ride my bike to explore, be it my own city or getting out in nature. I ride to work out, to challenge myself, and to push my limits, like riding 100 miles. Recently, I've been thinking, how can I integrate bikes into my life as a form of daily transportation? I could get some exercise, enjoy the outdoors, and attempt to reduce wear and tear on my car. So, I got an e-bike. When looking for an e-bike, I split the market into 3 different categories. First, you have this cafe racer style e-bike, which is typically used with its throttle. It's got pedals to kind of get around this loophole of it not being a motorcycle and not really being a bike. Then you have hub motor style bikes that are more like a traditional bike. And then you have mid-drive e-bikes. These typically get up hills a little bit easier, but can be more expensive. So I have found my sweet spot in the middle of this market with a hub drive bike in a traditional frame style at an affordable cost. I got the Aventon Aventure, and let's see how it stacks up during my first 20-mile ride around town.
Got up my first big hill just fine. The bike is super powerful, and I love how it's like an actual bike and I can actually pedal. It's not like a little cruiser. My first initial thoughts are that this bike makes my city feel small. A lot of people cycling in Thousand Oaks don't like to cycle because of the hills, and this completely eliminates the hills. And I found it's very fun to do errands on as well. Earlier this week I went to the grocery store, went to Target, and got home within an hour. And to make 3 stops in a car, I think it would have taken the exact same amount of time. And I got to enjoy the outdoors. I got to get in a little workout, be it is electric. You still do get a workout depending on what mood you're in. So far I've only got 20 miles on the bike, but so far I love it. Got the Chipotle secured on the e-bike, and we're going uphill. We're going uphill at 17 miles an hour. Pretty good. You got to put in a little bit of effort, but it's not much. And it gives you so much in return.
After riding around town and running some errands with the e-bike, I built up the confidence to attempt riding 14 miles to work. We got 100% on the battery. Let's see if the Aventon will get us to work. So what, I'm 4 miles in, feeling good. Bike's performing great. Got to navigate traffic up here. And I'm on to what I would call section 2 of the commute. We just did the long lane, which is parallel to the freeway. So I'm 12 miles in, 74% battery, and officially in Moore Park. Now it's time. So I wanted to let my coworkers ride the bike as well. These are some of their first impressions.
It's super fast. This like pedal assist.
The torque is like instant. It's like, oh, you want to go now?
Yeah, like as they start pedaling, it's just like
Yeah.
slingshots you. Wild, bud. Yeah.
All right. Final stats on the bike for the ride here. We are at 57%. We rode the bike for 47 minutes, 50 seconds, 15.3 miles. I would say that's not pretty bad for this thing, and I can do it faster. So, it's that time of the day that I switch my clothes and get back on the bike and start headed home. So, I've been riding for like maybe 12 minutes, and it was mostly downhill getting to work. So I'm suspecting that my battery will be a little lower than when I got to work, but let's see if this... We are on the last big hill on the way home, about 1 mile away, and I'm at 37% battery on the way home. It's a lot more uphill. I'd say that was a pretty economical, fun, and pretty fast ride home.
So all in all, I really like this e-bike. It's slightly above the entry price for a starting e-bike, but I think it's well worth the money. The e-bikes that start around $1,000 typically have one gear. Spending the extra money to get an e-bike with gears is super important in my opinion. I'm trying to supplement driving with biking as much as possible, and this bike helps me do that.